What's going on, guys? Coach C here, and today I'm going to discuss one of the most important things in terms of developing your mental flexibility, and that is essentially your ability to manage your personal expectations going into whatever situation you've planned for. Notice how I said you've planned for it. You're not just haphazardly going in. You've come up with a good, solid 80% solution, a plan that you're committed to, that you think that you are confident will be somewhat successful, and you are mentally prepared to adjust that plan according to the environment, right? So mental flexibility is absolutely critical in your ability to effectively adjust to the demands of whatever situation you're in and increase your adaptive performance in dynamic environments. So what is adaptive performance? Well, that is your ability to leverage your tools, your resources, your training, everything that you are bringing to bear in the fight in your current endeavor, and being able to successfully adjust to the situation so that you can be successful. It has to be trained. This is, and it requires a certain mindset too, guys. Going in and planning for something and then being extremely rigid in that plan leads to failure, because you are failing to understand that things are not going to go according to plan. They rarely ever go according to plan. In my old job in special operations, when we made, when we were planning for a combat operation, we would take into account, our capabilities, our resources, or whatever intel we had on concerning the area and how to get in and how to get out, and the enemy's capabilities and their tactics, techniques, and procedures, and what they had available to them to throw us off course, the weapon systems they had, their quick reaction forces, the terrain, everything. So we would come up with a solid plan. We would rehearse that plan, and we would also understand that, as soon as we get on the ground, we're going to have to adjust, because the enemy gets a vote, and we don't have a crystal ball. None of us can see into the future. We don't know what the enemy's going to do. We may, based off of significant intel reports in the area and things like that, we may have an idea of what the enemy does. But again, you're dealing with human beings, so you're never 100% sure. So you have to be postured to be flexible. So you have to plan, right? Going in with a solid plan is extremely important. That gives you a solid baseline to springboard from. But then also when you're there, you have to be able to adjust. And that's where contingency planning and things like that come into place. And I'll discuss that more in subsequent posts. But I just want you to understand that the single most important thing that you have to keep in mind in terms of mental flexibility is adjusting and managing your personal expectations and adjusting effectively to the demands of the situation you're in. Okay, this isn't just for guys and gals in the military and special operations. This is for everyone, regardless of, what you got going on. All right, guys, until next time, have a good one.